What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Campus Rundown on Historically Black Sense. And tonight we will be talking about preparing for life after college. Stay tuned and we'll be right back. Welcome back, y'all, to the Campus Rundown Show. As you can see, I got my lovely co-host here with me. I'm Najee Speaks Farewell from the one and only Bowie State University. I'm just excited to be on here tonight. How y'all feeling, MC?
Listen, man, it's a very great day. You know, semester's almost over. It's about to be Bowie Nick, which is this year's theme for Torch Fest. Freak Nick. Feeling good, man. Finna go to Dale State tomorrow. I mean, me and you finna hit the road, so I'm good, Joe. How you feeling, Josh?
I'm doing good. All righty. I'm Joshua Wright from Rest College, coming to you here on the Campus Rundown. I am your HBCU news correspondent, and this week I'm feeling great, feeling blessed, feeling fortunate, getting ready for graduation. So everything is good.
Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, Josh. Hey, man. Speaking of graduation, the cap and gown came in the mail. I'm gonna just show y'all a little preview. It's a little sign. You know what I mean? But
that boy ready.
Content coming out soon. But yeah, man, I can't wait.
Yeah, most definitely ready.
How y'all feeling? Like the summertime is coming up, you know. Some of us graduated. How y'all feeling? You know, life after college, you know, what plans y'all got in tune, you know, what's going on. I could start. Right now, we got about 4 weeks left, 5 weeks left. After I got a few offers in the corporate companies, I'm gonna work there. I got my LLCs and stuff now, so I'm just gonna try to tie my corporate job and my business together to get like funding, tap into the real estate market during the summer to get my license in, and just keep expanding and elevating. You know, just trying to find different ways to get finances and just keep investing so I can get out of like the matrix of that rat race and just be on the outside of the puzzle, man. You know, that's just really what I got planned. And of course, content, that's something big that I want to tap into and continue to do. How about you, Josh?
Really for the summer, really graduating as well. So I have a couple of job offers, prayed over those, selected one. So really kind of after graduation, actually 2 weeks after graduation, I started work. So relocate to my job site, start working. So really just taking the summer to really just get used to being at work and used to being at a new campus, because I will be working on a college campus. So really just getting used to their environment, getting ready for grad school in the fall. So just really looking forward to just making new moves, meeting new people, and just having some fun over the summer.
That's good, man. Congrats on grad school.
What about you, MC?
So I'm supposed to graduate in the fall, you know, next December. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's Laney, guys.
Yeah.
But nah, for me, so this summer I'm gonna be focusing on probably working here up at the school. Doing that. I usually do that full time during the summer. But other than that, like Najee was saying, creating content, like I'll now have a lot more free time. I'll be hosting a lot more, like different venues throughout the summer. So really just focusing on my career for real, and just trying to tap into especially building up my social media and working for others, like social media specialized in social media marketing. I want to go more into that field. So really just me trying to elevate the name of MC for real. How are you, Laney?
I'm good. I missed y'all. How y'all
I
been?
missed you.
Yeah, thought she wasn't gonna make it. Thought it was gonna be another man cave.
No. We've had enough.
Oh, hey, not too much. Not too much.
Oh man. So what were y'all talking about? What happened?
So plans for the summer, how you feeling? Things of that.
I'm feeling good. Plans for the summer right now. I'm still waiting to hear back from a couple companies about possible internship. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But that's really just my plan. But if not, I'm working, making money somehow, some way. So.
Nice.
Well. It's that time of the show where we get into your HBCU news.
Yes,
So let's
sir.
Alrighty, everybody. What's good? What's the word? I am Joshua Wright, coming to you here on the Campus Rundown from Rust College. I am a mass communications major with a concentration in broadcast journalism, and I am also your news correspondent for the show. So let's get into this week's King's Minute here on the Campus Rundown, brought to you by Historically Black Sense. Okay, so first up in the Bearcat Nation, people, it is time to register for spring classes. It is time to register for not spring classes, but fall classes. I'm sorry. Time to register for the fall. The spring semester is almost over with. So for returning students, the 2023 Spring Registration Blitz will be happening on April 20th and 21st in the Macmillan Gymnasium here on the Rust College campus. So if you need to get academic advising, financial aid, any of those services that you need to register for the fall, and also if you need help registering for the summer sessions, please go to the registration blitz so you can get all of that handled. So for this year's 2023 commencement, our speaker will be Stevie Baggs Jr. He's a former professional football player, motivational speaker, and author. So he will be the speaker for this year's commencement. Commencement will be on May 6th. At 11 a.m. on the Grand Lawn of Rust College. So in other regional news, we have Mississippi Valley State University. Their Satin Dolls are now having announcement for their summer auditions for their Satin Dolls dance team that will be on June 3rd, 2023. The contact info is stated on the flyer, so just visit mvsusatindoll.com or scan the QR code on the flyer to get more information and how to figure out how to audition. So save the date. Tougaloo College class of 2023, their commencement ceremony will be on Sunday, May 7th, 2023. Their commencement speakers will be Bishop Mashadi Murphy McKenzie, and speaker that should be the speaker for the baccalaureate ceremony, and for the commencement later that afternoon, Kristen Clark, who's the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights at the U.S. Department of Justice, will be the speaker for the commencement ceremony. And also, commencement is a big thing. So Tennessee State University, they have also announced their speakers for this spring's commencement ceremonies. So for their graduate commencement ceremony, they will have U.S. Congressman Benny G. Thompson to speak, which will be on Friday, May 5th at 5 p.m. And for the undergraduate commencement, none other than Tennessee State University alumna and speaker, author, talk show host, just all empowering Black woman, Oprah Winfrey, will be the commencement speaker for this year's undergraduate commencement ceremony. That will be Saturday, May 6th at 8 a.m. in Hale Stadium. So two great speakers will be speaking for their ceremonies this year. So in national news, the Honda Campus All-Star Challenge is currently hosting their national tournament for the year. There have been several HBCUs selected to participate. Right now, they are preparing to gear up for their Elite Eight, or as they call it, Great Eight tournament tomorrow, which will lead into the quarterfinals, which will then lead into the final championship round. So the teams competing this year, some of those teams you can see is Tennessee State, Bowie's competing, Alabama A&M, Morgan State, Steelman, pretty much every HBCU is competing in this year's competition. So the Great Eight will consist of Oakwood University, Spelman College, Stillman College, Southern University Baton Rouge, Tennessee State University, Tuskegee University, University of the District of Columbia, and Winston-Salem State University. They will be competing tomorrow in the Grade 8 tournament. There was a tournament earlier this week, and it has now been narrowed to these 8 teams. So congratulations to all the teams that have made it this far, and good luck to you all for the remainder of the tournament. So we have been talking about HBCU fun facts this season. So a lot of you may ask, well, the simple question of which institution was the first ever HBCU that was founded? So the first HBCU ever founded is Cheney University of Pennsylvania. They were founded in 1837. The first HBCU ever founded. They did have problems trying to stay open, but we could not let the first ever HBCU shut down. So they are thriving as of now. So that is the first HBCU ever. So if you ever wanted to know, that's who it is, Cheney University. So that is all of your news for this week. I am Joshua Wright with your King's Minute here on the Campus Rundown, brought to you by Historically Black Sense. Back to you all.
Yes, sir.
That boy did it again. That boy did it again. From one segment to the next. Now that we had another very professional, the keeping it classy, it's time to get a little bit, Yeah, it's time to get into it. So we back with, talking about HBCU confessions and whatnot. I'll be seeing what y'all be posting. I follow the pages, I follow HBCU Shade Room, all that. So we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of the first one. Let's go ahead and pull up on the screen. What's the first one? Let's go ahead and read. So this one is, I'm about to be a father, but I don't know how to be a father. My dad was present, but was never apart from short combos. We never really had any father-son bonding. He took care of the family, but I feel like I didn't know him. Feels awkward just talking to him. I don't want to be like that.
Ah, that's a good one. That's actually a great one.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah. Now you want
to start? Yeah, I can start. He literally answered in that confession. He answered his own question. So sometimes, like parents, like you can have a 2-parent household, a split parent household, and sometimes even though your parents live with you, you still probably feel alone. You still probably feel like, yo, I got parents here, but they don't even talk. We don't talk. So his own answer was, I don't want to be like that. There's no rule book to parenthood. So at the end of the day, it's like, if that's what you've seen growing up and you don't like that, then that's what you change as being the dad. You don't be awkward to your kid. And like I stated, there's no book, no Bible, and nothing that teaches you how to be a parent. It's just something that comes that you just gotta learn.
For you, G, was there a lot of like learning on the fly how to be a parent? Did you take heed to a lot of stuff from like your family, or was it like a lot of the fly? Was it a lot of both for real for you?
Literally, like how I grew up, just instantly full circle, bro. Like me, like what I ate, how my mom used to treat me when I was a baby, like how they used to talk to me, how they used to raise me. It kind of just plays a factor. So you just gotta break the old chains that you don't like as you grew up. Like, okay, I don't like the way they did this when I was raised, so I'm gonna change the way that maybe I discipline or the way that I talk to my child about, a situation that they have messed up on. But like, it's a lot of the stuff out the fly, bro. Like sometimes you forget, like you about to run out of Pampers, bro, and you down to your last 5 Pampers. You like, oh my God, I didn't know I had to go to the store tonight so she can be good for the morning, because she could run out of 5 Pampers in the same night. And who would think a baby gonna run through 5 Pampers in one night? It possibly could happen. So it's just stuff like that what you just learning, like, all right, cool. You feel me? Then over the months and over the years, you become great with it. And then when you have multiple children, you feel me? Then you already know the game. Just with anything.
Lane, Josh, let me ask y'all, what are some things, and even UG, what are some things that like you may have noticed in your parents and how you were brought that you realize you don't want to do that when y'all actually have children? Or for your sake, G, when you raising Jenny right now? Like, what are some of the things you want to break, like generational curses or different habits and traits you notice in your household growing up?
Got you. So I'm about to say before y'all, I'm gonna just finish off real quick. So on that aspect, bro, number one, the biggest thing to me right now is by graduating college and noticing the power of credit systems, banking systems, and just making sure that like your post graduation life is set is something that I think I would change. But it's not our parents' fault, you know, for some of the information that they have lacked or that they did not know because of their parents. They probably didn't learn and teach. So it's about generational wealth is just not having money, but it's about having that mindset and mentality to raise into the youth, you know, the youth underneath of you. So what that means here is like a lot of us here, when you turn 16, what? Go ahead and get a job because you need to go ahead and make yourself some money, you know, go to college. You know, we're not learning the aspects of the debt that comes with the college or the labor and the rat race that you're getting put in at 16, just learning to work. Then you got a mentality to always work for someone else. Then you're going to college. Why? To get a job, to betterly work for someone else at a higher salary. But you're not learning how to venture out. So instead of me disciplining Genesis in the aspect of, oh, dad, I want to go to the party, or dad, I want to go to college. Okay, well, before you go to college, you need to have your business and LLC started. Before you leave my house, your credit score needs to be on this certain problem, or you're getting disciplined. Like that's where the discipline to come in, but it's good discipline. It's not bad discipline because they're going to be having real estate properties while they're in college, getting rent money from tenants, you know, and then everybody else around them be like, what in the world is like, this person is so different, you know, because that's how she was raised.
I agree.
All right.
Sounds good. I agree.
So I would think, just to answer the question, for me, not having a father in the household, that meant having to lean on other men in the community. You know, a mother can only teach so much. You know, love my mother. She taught me 90% of what I know, but that other 10%, hey, that had to be made up in other areas. So I would say, literally, like just like Najee said, not being what you know, whatever you saw, not wanting to be that, then don't be that. You know, be opposite of that. So really, just making sure that as a father, you know, as a man, you know, a lot of times in the household, you can be in the house, but you can be absent while you're present in the house. You know, if that child doesn't feel the affection of having a parent, or if they feel like, okay, well, I just see my dad working, but I never see him giving me a hug. Like I just always see him providing. And yes, that is important, but at the same time, your child does need affection from more than just a mother. So really making sure that affectionate side is there as far as my child knowing, hey, I'm here for you. Yes, you can talk to me about anything. Yes, I'm going to give you hugs. Yes, I'm going to tell you I love you often, because yes, you're a man, but at the same time, you're human. You need to show that you have an emotional side to your child. So I think that'd be one of the things that I would probably stress.
That's real.
Yeah. I think for me, kind of like what you said, because my mom has been very good with doing it, like breaking it from her mother, and she's doing it with me. Like we talk about everything. And I feel like that's very, very important, like an open line of communication, because a lot of times these kids will lie to their parents, who that's in the third, and then when they get to college, they act crazy because they're so used to being tied down at home because they don't have that open line of communication. So I really like it. Like I said, me and my mom got it going on. So of course, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that for sure. Cause I feel like everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna do something different. I mean, me and my mom, like, that's my girl. I feel like I wouldn't change any type of way that she raised me, anything like that. But the generational wealth, I do agree on, because I feel like everybody could be enhanced with that. But I wouldn't change anything.
I think to that point, from Laney and from G, one of the setting up generational wealth early, is something I definitely want to do with my family. And then to your point, just having that close knit relationship, like my kid being able to come to me and talk to me about like legit anything. And I know it's not to say that you have to be friends with your child, because then you still have to set up some kind of dynamic where they understand that I can be your friend, but I'm more so here to guide you and for you to listen to me, because I've already been through it. I want to teach you. But just being able to be comfortable, right? You can still be the disciplinarian in a sense, but also still have your child be comfortable with talking to you. But no, I definitely say those are probably my main things: wealth and just being comfortable with my kid, for real. And to the homeboy who made it, listen, man, just trust God. Parenthood is no. I'm sure G can test this, but parenthood is no easy thing. Like there's no set guidebook for it. You just gotta. It's a case by case thing, for real.
Now, advice I can give that brother is
Facts.
just ensure that you're about to get married or you're living in the same household with that woman, and that's a great way to avoid a lot of things.
Facts, very facts. Let's get the next one up. See what the next one talking about. I feel like this one might be a little more unchier. Woo! I was right. So I broke up with my girl because she wants to grow closer to God and not have sex anymore. It's already a lot going on in just that first sentence, but we're going to continue. I believe that sex is naturally gowing. Somebody clearly is in college but can't spell. Growing to be there because we're human and we love each other. It's not allowing sex to be in a relationship a good reason to break up. This person hails all the way from NCAT. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Yo, what I'm laughing because I love God and God know I love him, and our relationship is A1, right? But God knows me and he knows that I love certain things, correct? And we all, have a free will to do certain things, it's not right to sin and do crazy things, but I'm not gonna lie, sex is very big. So I don't understand the aspect of you leaving to become closer to God. I better not see you at a brunch. I better not see you smoking. I better not see a tattoo on your body. You better not be doing nothing else if you're trying to go get closer to God, because I couldn't get no sex in that week. No. That's
Lainey, why you look like that, Lainey?
Like, I don't know. Like, I agree, but then I'm just like, I don't know. We do have fake Christians out there, y'all. We do. We have fake Christians out there that just say anything and put God in anything instead of being upfront and being truthful. But then you have people out there that really are like to their word and to the book. So I don't know.
I'm laughing because it's NCAT. It's just always something with NCAT.
Always something that NCAT.
Always something with NCAT. But on a serious note, I mean, if that doesn't work for you, then that doesn't work for you. That's regardless. That's with anything in a relationship. That could be just, I don't like the way their schedule, their time schedule is. So if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Somebody else will fill the role that you need, and somebody else will fill the role that she needs. So I feel like, don't feel bad about it. If that's just not something that will work for you, then that won't work for you. Me personally, I understand, hey, I want to do this for my own salvation. Okay, cool. I tell my friends too, even just my friends, if you can't deal with how I live, unless I'm just doing something wrong, then you free to exit. So exit at any time. So I feel like, yeah, just that don't work for y'all, that don't work for y'all. Don't feel bad about it. Don't ask what everybody else's opinion is. Whatever works for your life, work for your life. So that's my personal opinion on it. But yeah, it's always NCAT though. It's something for NCAT all the time. NCAT and FAMU, I feel like them two schools.
I'm not gonna lie, when I be going through these confessions, I'll see a lot of like FAMU, NCAT, Howard, and I ain't get to it yet, but Miles. We seen a lot of Miles up there.
And Morgan. Don't forget Morgan State on that move.
I seen some Morgan, but I see a lot of Miles. I just ain't brought nothing to yet. So I was like, Miles, you be going crazy up there. I'm gonna have to talk to Kevin. Yeah. You be going crazy. But I feel like, yeah, to double down on it, like if you can't be respectful of my life decision, it's nothing wrong with that. Like if you feel like you're in a different place where you have to have that, and I feel like I'm not, it's okay to grow apart. Like a lot of times folks don't want to admit that sometimes you just grow apart from people. And if that's the case, sometimes it's not always for life. Sometimes it's just for a season. Maybe you're here to teach me a lesson or something. Like everything doesn't always have to be for life. And sometimes you got to be okay with being okay with that.
Do y'all think it's selfish if, like, let's say MC, right? Shorty you talking to your girl, right? Instantly just not breaks up with you, but instantly just stops giving you play. Y'all together for a long, long period of time, and she's just done. My thing is, I feel as though if you're going to go celibate and give up sex, right? That stuff has to be established ahead of time. Is it for marriage? Or you having a child? Like, I feel like you can't just up and do it. That's not fair to the other person.
I think that I won't say it got. See, because say like something happens where it affects the person, and now they aren't comfortable like being sexually active anymore. So something like that, it's like, okay, I can't fault you because you no longer want to participate in that because maybe it brings up something that's triggering, like whatever the case may be. So it's like I can't be mad at that, but at the same time, it's because like as
It's like I see what you're saying, but
some good Gatorade, yo. Like you see what I'm saying? Like it's hard because it's really a hard and tough spot. And I think that this is one of those cases where if y'all really love each other, then it'll work out. Because if it's just someone who you just being with them just to be with them, or they didn't really mean that much to you, then it'll fall through the cracks very easily. But I feel like if it's two people who genuinely want each other and understanding, and they have a level of intimacy that goes well beyond just sexual stuff. Like you can be intimate without being sexual. I feel like if the intimacy goes well beyond past that, then it'll work out. But if not, it probably won't. For real.
Do years matter for you? Like, so I mean, let's say celibacy 3 months, 6 months, a year. Now, what if we talking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years now? We still intimate, or I'm finding someone else? Like, what's happening?
Lainey keeps smiling, so I'm gonna have Lainey answer.
This is funny.
Answer.
This was funny. He asked you though. He asked you.
I don't.
Ladies first.
He asking y'all.
Yeah, it could be an open. This open.
Yeah. Lainey.
Do I need to answer?
What's the question again?
Look,
you never got the question that fast.
Celibacy, right? So, okay, sometimes it may be okay. Well, if that's 3 months, 6 months, or a year, that's how I feel. But how about when it starts to get to 2, 3, 4, 5 years plus, and your partner is still like, I still want to be celibate? Like, is the intimacy aspect and is that love still going to work out and keep y'all working, or we just gonna be real and we gotta split up because I got needs?
Yeah. I can't. Personally, I can't.
And that's fair, and that is okay. What I would hate is for that answer to be given for anybody who's in a relationship, and then the other person is understanding. Because sometimes we go through our own stuff and forget that there's somebody. It takes two to tango, and there's somebody else on the other side who has their own feelings. So that answer is okay, and I probably say the same thing. I'm not gonna cap. Josh, you smiling too up there up top. I see you smiling, arms folded and whatnot.
The emotional connection has to be there.
So you're willing to do it, like 5 years?
Yeah.
No bang bang, no knocking boots. Just you good.
Definitely willing.
But at that point, why not just make him a friend?
Exactly.
Because if that's somebody I intend on marrying, like,
you didn't say you want kids, like.
Oh no, this has to be somebody like this. Got to be marriage. Like I think for anybody, it's going to be anybody that thinks about doing this long time. It has to be for marriage purposes. Like this got to be somebody that said, "Hey, you marrying this person." Mm-hmm. You know, Lord and woke you about your sleep and said that. So I feel like for anybody that would probably be willing to do it, probably has to be, "Hey, okay, I know I'm to marry this person within 3 or 4 years." Now 7 years, that's pushing it. 5 years, that's pushing it. That's pushing it. I feel like you know if you're gonna marry somebody, you're gonna marry them within 4 or 5 years. So I feel like, yeah, that's pushing it. But yeah.
And we can't be like freshly married. Like we gotta have like some time in, some 10 years plus. Where it's like, all right, I ain't really tripping off and trying to hit no more anyways. Like, yeah. But you like so say this happens off of like the newlywed, like we just got married like 6 months ago. Oh, it might be
Oh, we married. That ain't no discussion. What we discussing celibacy for? That ain't no. No.
You celibate for?
What you get married?
What? Celebrate? We can do that too, but celibate. But listen, man, that's one of my HBCU confessions. Man, I just wanted to pick y'all brain on it. But yo, G, Josh, how's it feel? Like y'all finna walk across the stage and be done? Like, where y'all mentally right now? Y'all prepared to be ready?
I'm right here, bro.
You voted it.
I'm right here, bro. I'm
Yes,
here.
sir.
Right here. 31 days or 30, maybe 29. We in that range now. I'm counting down, bro.
What's like the biggest stuff y'all have learned, like for y'all? Now you've about to hit the stage, came in freshman year, about to leave this y'all senior year. Like, what's the biggest stuff y'all have learned that helped you get through college?
Okay. Oh, couple things. One, don't waste your time on people. Do not waste your time on people. There's so much more time that I could have spent doing other things had I not wasted it on trying to impress people, trying to still learning at the time how to say no to people. Learn how to say no early. Learn your time is valuable too. Learn that you are a valuable asset to whatever is going on. So definitely don't waste your time on people if you feel like your time isn't being appreciated. Also, procrastination is not a good thing. I tried it; it didn't work out. I almost failed that way. Don't do it. And I would really just don't quit. No matter what happens, just don't quit. Yeah, don't quit. Things going on, do not quit.
I definitely agree with don't quit, bro. Cause I say don't quit because bro, it's somebody's situation can always be worse. You feel me? We go through some crazy stuff, but I got y'all to vent to. Some people don't got people to vent to about certain things. It may be rainy days financially, it may be rainy days mentally, spiritually. You be going in dark phases, light phases, depressed, and it's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on in life. But yeah, just don't quit. And honestly, when it comes to passing college, only thing that you really need is a good support group of friends. Stay on top of your stuff. It makes you feel better when you get your work done and then go to an event or do your stuff first, then have fun. Cause it doesn't feel fun when you playing, you gotta catch up at the end and then you gotta take extra classes in the winter and the summer. That stuff hurts sometimes because it's bro, I'm tired of keep doing this. I feel behind just a little bit. And yeah, college really just told me life. Honestly, don't sell yourself, invest in yourself. Really.
Yeah. And don't leave nothing on the table. Also, if it's something you want to do, don't be afraid. Go get it. Don't hold grudges on folks. Go get what you want. If it's on the table, go get it. Who's to say you don't deserve it? You don't, you don't qualify. Go get it. So really, yeah.
Also,
do you have any regrets?
Regrets.
Things you wish you could have did differently.
Honestly, if I would have utilized platforms faster, I probably would have graduated quicker. Meaning, if ChatGPT was out or Socratic, Chegg, if I would have utilized these platforms in the beginning years, and I'd have stayed on top of it. Because literally, like I said, I think dropping out is literally either a choice of something tragic happens in your family or your finances mess up, or you just did something crazy in school, but just giving up, saying I'm done with it, I can't do it no more is crazy because you can work in, you got group me chats. You better get the answers from the smartest person in the class. You better utilize every platform you can. Chegg, Socratic, Mathway, Photomath, YouTube, tutoring services. College can be a finesse. You got the 3.9 GPA person and you got the finesser, right? So you can finesse your way through college. Honestly, let's just keep it a buck. It's not that hard to utilize some of these platforms to pass classes. Other than that, just studied in, but I don't know what studying is.
Yeah, you really got you got the summa cum laude, you got the summa cum laude and the thank you laude. At the end of the day, that's what's gonna be a graduation. Folks who knew they was graduating and the folks who just got cleared the day before. So it's really, yeah. But get it how you get it. Honestly, regrets really just wasting time on folks. Wasting time on folks.
That part.
Yeah, wasting time on folks. It's so much stuff I would do different. So so much stuff so much more stuff I could have accomplished. yeah, I did a great deal, but there's so much more I could have done had I not wasted time on folks. And
Yeah.
Let people decide, okay, you can and can't do this. So yeah.
Definitely that. Honestly, wasting time on people and allowing too many people to have access to you, and knowing like your value and what you have, and just allowing too many people to know your whole operation and like what you do, what you about. It's just like, yeah, bro. And then some of those people that's still not here, it's like, yo, I wasted a lot of time, a lot of hard work, a lot of sweat, a lot of money, a lot of things on this person. But yeah, I say every lesson, I mean, every L is still a lesson for real. So every regret, like I mean, even anything that you do regret, I mean, it's supposed to happen. I'm gonna say,
Yeah, definitely. I would agree on that because, like, yeah, it hurt in the time being once the after effect came, but it taught me something. It taught me what I can, taught me life. It taught me, okay, well, now I know how to maneuver in this next relationship, or now I know how to maneuver when being in the workforce or dealing with this or that person. So it teaches you, like, your L's, your biggest L's are your biggest teachers, honestly. Like, those will teach you so much about life. And those lessons are lessons that you won't forget because it cost you something. Time is money, and I mean that in every form of fashion. Like, when it costs you something, after you lose it, you're gonna learn from that. So really, whether that's time, money, anything, you know, sleep, anything, is if it costs you something, you learn from it. So I really feel like those regrets are the biggest teachers for real.
yeah, everything a process, everything is a journey. From us coming from high school, we applied to college for 4 years. Remember, everything is a stepping stone that you do. Don't get soaked in it. Don't get stuck in it. Like we came to college wise, so we can get this education and skills to get our bag, get our degree, and then move up. But make sure you have that plan right afterwards. Like it's okay if you don't have the plan coming right out, but at least have that 6 months to a year planned out and keep doing that every year. So you can have them 4 years after you graduate in your next journey of life. And then 4 years after that, you need to see what you've been doing and then just keep leveling up. Because honestly, this is the catapult in age where humans just stay constant and like our mindsets stop being like there. I know a lot of y'all heard fixed and growth mindsets. A lot of people become fixed at these certain ages because it's like it's repetitive. Okay, I'm graduating, I'm working, this is what I'm doing in life. But you still not growing and trying to keep doing things. And this is when fear starts to come back over time if you're not continuing to elevate every day and try to want more for yourself. So I would say continue to always have a growth mindset, and get out the fixed ways. Like honestly,
Yeah.
Laney, what you to you, Laney, what's like the biggest difference in transition from during, the semester to now during the summer for you? I know for me, it's like during the semester, I'm a lot more like fast paced.
Mhm.
I'm always on the go doing something where when the summer comes, it's kind of weird because it's like, dang, I
I
can,
was about to say,
yeah,
yeah, it's very uncertain, and I don't like uncertainty, but trust. But yeah, I don't know. And then I'm used to having a schedule, so I don't know what my schedule's gonna be like. I don't know. Just
yeah,
uncertainty for real.
yeah. I kind of gotten used to the fast pacedness. So it's like when I have a chance to breathe, I don't really know like
Yeah.
we can't for real. And I feel like we all speak to this when you finally get a chance to breathe and you don't have to do anything. Like it's mad times where I'm on the phone with my girl at night. I'm usually on the phone go to sleep on the phone together, and I'm usually doing something. But it's like when I don't, I still can't find myself to go to bed early. I'll just parlay and just do things on my phone, Twitter, Instagram. Because it's like it feels weird, like being done early or being not having anything to do. It's like I don't know. I gotta keep myself busy, and sometimes it feels like a detriment. It's like I want to sleep, but I also feel like no, stay up, do something else, work on something else, work on this mix, work on this content. Don't give you a chance to breathe for real. I don't know. I think it's just me. Maybe it is just me, but
No, it's
No,
not
it's
just
not. It's not.
not just you.
that's good, man. The only time you resting is when you're on a vacation and you posting on your selfie like, oh, I'm in an island. That's when you rest. That's when you celebrating life, bro. But other than that, it's you supposed to be working.
but I also feel like at the same time, it's like I don't know. I feel like society now, especially being in a capitalist society, like yes, that is great in terms of one side you're building wealth, you're building yourself. On the other side, it feels like, dang, why does life have to 24/7 be spent working? Like, I feel like there's more to life than just having to make money. There's more to life than just having to work. Life should be about connecting and really balancing all parts. And I feel like with me now, I've kind of grown to be okay with having an imbalance, like in terms of self-care. Like I'm usually working, usually doing something. So when I get a chance to breathe, it feels like, well, no, I should be doing something else. But why, for real? I don't know. It's just my brain. It's just my brain just going off in loops.
No, I've definitely been feeling that way, like especially with me, like for the last few weeks, now that I'm slowing down and it's getting more towards graduation. Like I have a hard time going to sleep before 1 a.m. Like,
Yeah.
Like I feel like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? I'm looking at my calendar like, hold on, I know something got to be missing. Like, ain't no way this space is just open. And it's like, okay, well, maybe I do need to just rest, because like I have that mindset, like Najee, like until I'm on vacation, that means it's some work to be done somewhere. So it's like now that I really do have time to rest, I'm like, okay, well, I guess it is time to rest. So it's like it really, like for me personally, I guess for me it's like I have a checklist of everything, like even stuff that I'm doing with my next job afterwards. Like I'm even starting to check stuff off of that, like making sure that all that is done. So it's really just like if you really know everything that you could be doing or everything that you could be doing, like work wise, whether that's school or not, is done, rest. Like it's hard to rest, yeah, but just take the rest. I mean, it's well deserved, honestly.
Yeah, and this is the first time in my life, MC. Like I stopped working last month, bro. Like I got bread saved to where I can pay bills and last until graduation. But I told myself last month, I said I'm not working right now. Let me focus on these projects, these end final presentations, and just come home and just do absolutely nothing and like do my YouTube, come on my podcast, sit on Instagram and BS, because it's like it's the first time I ever did it. And that feels like, what am I doing? But then again, it's like, oh, I know I'm about to be working for the rest of my life now. So take this time, because since we was babies coming out, we was teaching A, B, C's, 1, 2, 3s, pre-K, all the way up until graduation to college. You've been in school your whole life. So when is it time to put time into you, focus on you, and tell yourself, bro, you deserve, the world, man. So, hey, this has been the worst and best times of my life not working. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's been an amazing process, bro. Like, I really don't care. Like, I'm just like about to graduate. I'm about to work for the rest of my life. But I'm literally getting my rest, sleeping, all that. Like, I've been energized like heck lately.
Hey, y'all, this was good.
Yeah.
This is good. Like, I have no words. This was good. Really good conversation.
Yeah. Then you can go ahead and throw out the accountability check, whoever's going to start it.
I'll start. So my accountability check is going to get sleep. That's get sleep.
Good one.
Now that like everybody's been saying everybody's schedule is slowed down now. It's time for me to catch up on my rest. So I'm going to be sleeping.
Please do. We need you. We need you operating, Queen. We need you operating.
For me, I think so. My pops recently went to the doctors, and he doesn't have anything, thank God, but they were saying like, yo, to like ease up on the fried foods, change his diet and whatnot. And I'm a very picky eater. I only eat like 5 different things. My pops only eat like 3. So like I was like, all right, if he's getting that might be also a sign for me wanting to schedule a doctor's appointment just to make sure I'm all right, get myself checked, and 2, to ease up. So like I told my girl today, I'm going to try to start chilling on fried food. So I just had somebody give me some food from the pub. I was like, yo, don't give me like the fried, give me like the baked, the rotisserie, whatever. But I think it's just try to switch up on my diet and probably even start like hitting the gym, start to work out more, to exercise, get more fitness in. But yeah, overall, just trying to take better care of my body. That's for real. What about you, G?
Definitely feel the same way, bro. Just taking a break during the week. I don't drink that, crazy how I used to. So I try to just limit it to once a week, maybe going to the weekends. I'm drinking way more water, bro, just keeping my health up. really, honestly, I mean, I'm trying to see what else I could be accountable for. I did slip on my posting schedule. Like, I think, yes, I posted my YouTube video I was supposed to post yesterday today, but it's still posted. But I think lately it's just been like, bro, like I just been feeling like, so trying to get out that mode and continue that motivation.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I guess accountability wise, like really making sure everything is checked off for graduation, like doubling back in financial aid and cashier, all that, making sure everything is straight, making sure all that's checked off because I don't want any surprises. So just making sure all that's, making sure that's all taken care of, making sure everything is good for grad school, and just making sure really just getting rest, like taking time out for me because like after graduation I got 2 weeks, then I go back to work. So it's like really just taking some personal time out for me to reflect over these last 4 years, over what I want to do different in the next few years, just as growing in a person. So really just self-reflection time.
That's dope. But this was the episode on preparing for life after college on the campus rundown, y'all. This was an amazing episode. Each and every week, make sure y'all tune in each Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Thank you for the viewers. Thank you for the ones who stay coming supporting us each and every episode. See y'all next week.